In this video, we'll understand two important AI approaches, rule-based systems and machine learning systems. We'll see how each one works, where each one fits best, and how to choose the right approach for a problem. Along the way, we'll also test your understanding with a few quick quizzes. In artificial intelligence, two common approaches are rule-based systems and machine learning systems. A rule-based system follows instructions written by humans. A machine learning system learns patterns from data. Both are useful, but they solve problems in different ways. A rule-based system works using predefined rules, usually written in if-then form. For example, if a condition is true, then the system performs an action. The biggest strength here is transparency. You can clearly see why the system made a decision. Let's take a simple example from cybersecurity. Suppose a system receives too many connection requests in a very short time. A rule can say, if requests exceed a limit, then block that IP address. This is a classic rule-based decision, direct and easy to trace. Now let us look at this in a simple table format.
Rule-based vs machine learning.
Main differences at a glance. Here's the main comparison. Rule-based systems depend on explicit rules and expert knowledge. They are easier to interpret, but usually more static. Machine learning systems learn from data, adapt over time, and are better for complex patterns, though they may be harder to explain. Rule-based systems are good because they are easy to understand, maintain, and debug. They work well when the problem has clear logic, but they do not learn from experience on their own. They can also struggle when information is uncertain, messy, or too complex to express as fixed rules. Now that we've covered rule-based basics, let's test what we've learned so far.
Here's quiz number 1. See if you can get it right.
Question 1. What does a rule-based system mainly depend on? The correct answer is explicit human-written rules. Rule-based systems use predefined rules created by human experts. Question 2. Which format is commonly used in rule-based systems? The correct answer is if-then statements. The article explains that rule-based systems are typically built using if-then logic. Question 3. Why are rule-based systems considered transparent? The correct answer is their decisions can be traced. Because the rules are explicit, users can follow the decision-making process. A machine learning system is different. Instead of following handwritten rules for every situation, it learns from examples and data. It uses algorithms and statistical models to detect patterns and make predictions or decisions. As more data comes in, the system can improve its performance. Imagine a healthcare system predicting whether a patient may develop a medical condition. It can look at age, genetics, and lifestyle data. From past examples, it learns patterns linked to health risks. With more historical data, its predictions can become more accurate. Machine learning is powerful for complex data-driven tasks where writing rules is difficult. It can automate pattern recognition, prediction, and classification. But it depends heavily on the quality and quantity of training data. Also, many models are hard to interpret, so people call them black box systems. Now that we've covered ML comparison, let's test what we've learned so far.
Here's quiz number 2. See if you can get it right.
Question 1. What is the main source of learning in machine learning systems? The correct answer is data. Machine learning systems learn implicit patterns from data. Question 2. Which system is usually easier to interpret? The correct answer is rule-based system. Rule-based systems are more interpretable because their decisions come from explicit rules. Question 3. Which type is better suited for complex patterns not easily written as rules? The correct answer is Machine learning system. Machine learning is useful when patterns are complex and not easy to express with fixed rules. So how do we choose between the two? If the problem has clear conditions and strong human expertise is available, a rule-based system may be the better choice. If the task is complex, data-rich, and depends on hidden patterns, machine learning is often more suitable. In short, choose based on the problem, the data, and the need for interpretability. To wrap up, rule-based systems are great when decision logic is clear and explainability matters. Machine learning systems are better when the problem is more complex and learning from data gives an advantage. Neither is universally best. The right system depends on what the task actually demands. Now that we've covered choosing wisely, let's test what we've learned so far.
Here's quiz number 3. See if you can get it right.
Question 1. When is a rule-based system usually a good choice? The correct answer is, when rules are clear. Rule-based systems fit problems with well-defined rules and clear decision paths. Question 2. What is a major limitation of machine learning mentioned in the article? The correct answer is, it can be a black box. Many machine learning models are difficult to interpret, which is why they are often called black box models. Question 3. What should mainly guide the choice between rule-based and machine learning systems? The correct answer is, problem requirements. The article concludes that the decision depends on the nature of the problem, the data, and the need for transparency. That's it for this lesson. If you understood the difference between rule-based systems and machine learning systems, you've built a strong foundation in AI thinking. Keep learning, keep comparing concepts, and see you in the next video.